kono lho. Harus yang kono.
Okay, good next. Let's continue. The class up here.
Like this, the biggest as a Buddhist temple, and this temple right now is already 1,200 years old.
1,200.
Yes, so they start building this temple around 8th century during the golden age of Sailendra dynasty, the biggest dynasty at the west. At the west, one of the biggest one. They built this temple for worship because at the past people around here are mostly Hindus and Buddhists. So this one is used by Buddhist community to pray in this temple. But during the way they built this temple still unfinished. So it took almost third generation that they have to finish build this temple. So in here also proof the way they build this temple still unfinished. Over there later, if not too crowded, we can see the proof. There's unfinished carving. It's also the proof the way they build this temple unfinished. So even third generation still not finished. So we can say almost 100 years. And they use this temple for worship. But during they use this temple for worship, around 11th century or 1006, there's big eruption. Big eruption and earthquake in the same time. But mostly these volcanoes are still active. So in front of us here, there's Merapi, Merbabu, and Sumbing in the display is makes sense, right? During the big eruption until it's Java, until Bali. So yeah, so the condition of this temple slowly, because they left it, they abandoned this temple. This temple covered with volcanic ash, rubbish, and under the jungle. So no one realized there's a big temple here, just jungle. Until there's a new population again, people just know this one is jungle. Until local people, he realized, I think there's something here. So he told Dutch government when they still here. So they clean up this temple at the first time, clean up and try discover. At around 1807, it took 4 years to clean up this temple. But the condition is not look like this, right? You can imagine this wall are tilting, this floor are sinking. A lot of Buddha statue headless, armless. The blockstone are falling down. A lot of missing carving here, so it's not look like this. And then they try to rediscover, rearrange again, and then continue with Indonesia government, with UNESCO, rebuild again, rediscover this temple. It took 10 years continuously to become temple like this one. But during restoration here, a lot of missing stone. The stone are falling down. Here, we just put it a new stone without making a new carving. So in here, if there's a missing carving or broken, we just put it new stone like this one. This one is temple new stone. We didn't make a new carving because this temple is also holy place for Buddhists. So we have to respect them without making a new carving. Just put it new stone. And for the Buddha statue here, we just keep it original like that. No head, no arm. to keep it original. And the other head we already found, but we just put it in a museum here in this park. And also the other one, sad news, but you know, at the past the regulation is not like this. Every single people can climb on this temple. There's no limitation. They can climb. So there's illegal collector that stolen this head. They sold it, make souvenirs. So let's continue our tour. We can move over there first. The way they arranged block of stone here, they didn't put it nothing. No cement, no concrete, no mortar anymore. Or we can say this one is giant Lego. So they use interlock system. So if we open this stone here, Lego. While for the floor side, it's just like a Tetris game. Can we move here? There's nothing. Let's go. Here is also same way. They didn't put it nothing. So while we step some of stone, it will be unstable.
Yes.
Because they didn't put it nothing. It's just like a Tetris. And during this restoration, the stone are falling down. We have to put it back, re-raise. So a lot of code here in this stone. So we can put it back this stone easily. So we already put it in code like this, number in this stone. And here, around us, we can see clearly the carving. And all of the carving in this temple is not only decoration, there's story behind. So all of the carving here start in the lower part. The lower part actually surrounded with carving like this, but hide with extra foundation. Because at the past, when one of the king finished build this temple, he realized the construction is not good enough. So he put it extra foundation and made the hidden carving here. And the hidden carving in this temple, the story tells us about the karma story. Because Buddhists believe about karma, cause and effect. So we can see clearly, if you do that, you will be like this your next life. Surrounded in the lower part, so there's two kind of karma, good karma and bad karma. And here in the third floor, the story is not about karma anymore, it's already changed. So each of level different story, like until 6th floor later, maximum until 6th floor. And here I will tell you the highlight only because we have limited time here, at least we already know. Here in front of us, the story tells us about Buddha's life, Buddha. And the name of Buddha in here, Siddhartha Gautama. So in this carving, who is Siddhartha? For easily for Buddhists, like their role model until right now, Siddhartha Gautama Buddha. So which one is Siddhartha in this carving? This one is Siddhartha Gautama Buddha. And the way the artist made this carving, so we as a reader or visitor, we can recognize easily. Oh, this one, Siddhartha. There's always half circle in the head of Siddhartha. Can you see? Half circle, it means aura. In a real life, like shine in here.
Yeah.
Only Siddhartha that have a half circle in this carving. The other, they didn't have. So only talk about Siddhartha life. When Siddhartha birth, Siddhartha got enlightenment during his meditation, like this, until Siddhartha passed away. So if you interest about this story, actually we have to walk clockwise. So the story starts from there, and this one is almost end. Start in the east and also end in the east side, clockwise. One frame here consists one action of Siddhartha story. Or we can say it took 3 until 4 hours to finish all the story. Siddhartha only. And behind us here, the story is not about Siddhartha, or also different story. It's about the reincarnation of Buddha, rebirth. They believe about reincarnation. So here, the reincarnation of Buddha only, totally 504 reincarnation. So sometimes he reincarnation being animal, blind man, ordinary human, something like that. So it means for Buddhists, they only believe about nirvana. For nirvana, they didn't believe about hell. So in this life, if you still being a bad person, you are not going to the hell, but you have a chance to reincarnation again, rebirth, to reach enlightenment again and again. Not bad, right? Reach enlightenment. So that's why for Buddha, he reincarnation totally 504 until he reached enlightenment. Same way, clockwise. So mostly in this story, in this carving, the story is about good action of Buddha because you wanna reach enlightenment. I think it will be green. So can we continue? At least we already reached over there. Interesting. There's no limitation for the visitor. They can climb up to this temple. There's no limitation, and they can climb to this temple with their own shoes. And they also have a different material. So slowly, a lot of friction in this step mostly. So that's why right now we have to wear this slipper at least to reduce the friction in this stone.
Yes, makes sense.
Makes sense, right? So far, because a lot of regulation change in this temple. We try it again and again. And hey, here, you can see here in this step, there's a big step, a bit higher. The more we change our level, there's a big step. It's also have a meaning. So it means our tour in here in this temple is not only ordinary tour for us. It's like a spiritual journey for us. Because this temple, this Buddhist temple, and based on Buddhist cosmology, from 10 level here, this temple totally with 10 floor, divided into 3 main parts. Maybe all of you already read before on the brochure while we waiting here. 3 main parts in this temple. First part, first and second floor here, the lower part below, it's called Kamadhatu. Kamadhatu level. Kamadhatu. It means the word of desire. When people like us, we are still anger, jealousy, talking about bad, we're doing something bad, something like that. Put it in the Kamadhatu level because we cannot control our desire. The lowest part. That's why in the lower part there's a story about karma. So you can choose during your life right now you want to do good action or bad action. So you want to, well, like later you want to get good karma or bad karma. Put it in the lower part here, Kamadhatu. And here, third floor, until 6th floor later, we already changed our level into Rupa Dhatu level. Rupa Dhatu. Rupa Dhatu, it means in this level, we already changed, we already to be a better person. We can control our desire right now. So start in this level, just show your smile, talking about good words only because we already changed our level. And each of level consists different story, different carving. It's based on their book, based on Buddhist Bible, they put it here. It means we have to learn a lot. To preparation before we go to the Nirvana. Because 7 until 10 floor symbolize of Nirvana. Arupa Dhatu level, Arupa, Nirvana, but only symbolize because we as a human cannot imagine how Nirvana look like. We never been there, right? So to symbolize we cannot imagine something perfection in Nirvana later. Take a look around us. In a Nirvana, no more carving like this because each of us have a different imagination about Nirvana. But before we reach Nirvana, we have to through difficult way first. Not every single can finish until Nirvana. So let's see, our group, can we reach until Nirvana or going back? Going back, it means we have to reincarnation again. Let's do difficult step, difficult way. Let's go. Okay. For example, here, oh yeah, this one. When Buddha reincarnation being animal. Because during his reincarnation, there's a lot of reincarnation of Buddha. Sometimes being animal, blind man, ordinary human, prince, anything. A lot of reincarnation of Buddha. Here, while he being reincarnation, big turtle here. Can you guess the story here? Clockwise, same way, from here to there. Here, this big turtle, he saw a lot of people in a danger situation, in a big ship, but there's a monster. You wanna eat them. You're in the dangerous way. So all people here, helped by this one, they climb up to the turtle back and put it the other until safe area, until the beach. So this big turtle help these people, right?
Yes.
Doing good action. Try to do a lot of good action. Everyone are safe here. So all of the people here realize how kind this big turtle. So people here start to pray for him and start doing a lot of good action also because I realize how kind the big turtle here because of them. So here, one of the example about good action. So this you wanna try to do a lot of good action to reach enlightenment. And the corner over there, while Buddha reincarnation being monkey. Monkey is also good action. Taking care of his mother is also good action. So from here also we can learn. Let's start doing a lot of good action, right, to reach enlightenment. Hopefully after this we don't need to reincarnation like that. And you know everyone, in this carving for the yellow color mostly here, it's not original color. This one is because during restoration, the condition of this carving is still in the good condition, right? So we want to make a photo one by one for documentation. So we paint all of this carving. We coloring this one, we paint all of this carving with ochre to make a photo brighter. Because in the past, the photo result only black and white, right? So to make a photo brighter, we paint all this carving. But slowly, the color changed to be yellow color like this. So this one is not original color. The original color is like this one, in the lower part, dark gray and light gray like that. Right, that's the neat little.
Wieder durchgeschwitzt.
And three water. Already tired, everyone? Already tired to reach the position of this small city and also in this temple in the middle and surrounded with volcano and green hill. So that's why they name this place, this small city, Magelang. From two words, Maha and Gelang, become Magelang. So it's not Yogyakarta, it's Magelang, Mahagelang. Maha means big, and Gelang means bracelet, big bracelet. Which one is big bracelet? Green Hill and also volcano mountain over there. Sumbing, Merapi, Merbabu, Sindoro, and Green Hill that surrounded this area. Mahagelang, big bracelet that surrounded this place. And so far here, that volcano that's still active is Merapi. The other, no active anymore. Cloudy, actually over there we can see clearly Sumbing. And behind Sumbing, also Sindoro volcano mountain. And later everyone, after we finish the tour, in the ground level and also in this park, there's no limit time. So if you want to take photo over there, like the other in the green side, so you can see the whole of this temple from there. It's also nice. Alright, can you continue? Yeah, that's good. This way. So this is like a Lego. So in this hole, actually we can put it stone here to lock big blocks on here. So if we open every single blocks on here, there's a hole like this. So the function here to lock big blocks on here. So later someday, hopefully no, there's earthquake in this place. This stone still in good condition. Only small part here is broken. We just put it new one. The other still in good condition. There's earthquake like this, but hopefully no earthquake.
Did they put something inside there, like now or
Just
something?
stone.
Stone
Stone,
inside.
yeah. That makes fit in this hole. Put it here and then rearrange like this. To be done.
I have a question.
Yes.
From where they got this stone?
Oh yes, this stone mostly this stone broke from the river nearby, from the quarry. So mostly it's volcanic stone. Makes sense, right? Because this the area surrounded with volcano mountain.
Andesite? The stone andesite?
And this one is new stone. And this one, this coat, we already put it coat here during restoration. So put it back easily, this stone.
Yeah, this is not really good.
And from this side, everyone, can you see for Buddha Setu here? Totally 504, but still complete. 245 Buddha Setu. And if you realize, each of side of Buddha Setu here have a different hand gesture. In this temple, only 6 hand gesture of Buddha, or it's called mudra. So there's 6 mudras in here. For example, like this one. Later, if you see mudra like this, and the left hand always like this, symbolize of concentration. And here, concentration. And like this, right side, right hand like this one. It means calling the earth to witness. And like this, symbolize of during our life as a human, at least we already doing a good action, charity, giving some kind of goodness. And like this one, similar with yoga position, meditation, to keep calm our mind, our body, our soul, meditation. And here, same like this one, right? Like this, it means Buddha tell us during our life, don't worry, don't be afraid about anything, stop it, like that. And here, like this one, later the next level, the hand gesture like this. This is while Buddha teaching to his student, his hand gesture always like this. And the last one, like this, your fingering like this. Later we can see in Arupa Dhatu level, inside of stupas. Every single stupa, there's a Buddha Setu like this. Similar with Yin Yang in China. Yin Yang. It means balance, turning the wheel of life. So if we combine all of the hand gesture here, it's just like a beat dancing. Like this. It's called mudras here. The same way, mostly headless and armless.
Nice to see you.
Ladies and gentlemen, so in this level we already in the 7th floor, so it's not yet Nirvana. Nirvana start level 8, 9 and 10. 7th floor here symbolizes of transition word, the gate. So here, in front of us, welcome to Arupa Dhatu level. We already reached, almost finished Nirvana level. Congratulations, you're already in the Arupa Dhatu level. So here in front of us, this bell is called stupa, S-T-U-P-A, stupa. For stupa here, for mini stupas, totally 72 mini stupas. Include the biggest one, 73. The main stupa over there, only one, and the biggest one. Symbolize of perfection in the perfect place here. But as a human, no one perfect, right? Because no one perfect. Instead of main stupa, there's nothing, symbolize of emptiness. And for the mini stupa here, every single mini stupa, like I said before, there's a Buddha Setu inside, like this. But same way, mostly no head, no arm. So later, you don't need to climb to take a look what inside. In the west side over there, there's perforated stupa, there's open stupa. In the west and also east side, there's open stupa, so you can see clearly Buddha Setu like this. Oh, the meaning here why there's Buddha Setu inside, just symbol like to remember their teacher, because Buddha is just like a teacher for them. So to remember, they made a statue here, the Buddha Setu. But stupa in here, in this place, actually just symbol of their faith. But in other place or other temple, they use stupa to save a relic, like some important things of part Buddha, like the hair, teeth, bone, anything. They can put it inside. But in here, in this temple, only symbol of their faith. If Christian have cross, here there's a stupa. And everyone, take a look at stupa hole here, level 8 and 9, the stupa hole with diamond shape, right? And the top one with square shape. Got it? You can see the difference? Yeah, it's also a meaning. For diamond shape here, it means unstable. If we still unstable like this, it means we have to go back again, bring it in. And for the square shape, it means we already stable as a human. Ready to nirvana level. Alright, the weather I think is already nice. It's not really hot, so it's time to free time to all of you. So you can explore this temple by yourself. 2 more levels you can go up, but remember, no climbing to this stupa and no sitting. And you can explore the lower part that we skip below. 30 minutes is enough to all of you. 30 minutes free time, and let's meet again here to scan out together. I will stay here.
30 minutes, okay.
Yeah, 30 minutes.
Thank you.
See you later. You can leave your belonging here, so you can explore this temple comfortable.
Okay. All the stories start at the east, clockwise, finish on the east again. So this is the end of Buddha life story. This is pictures of two sister heaven, where Siddhartha is like Bodhisattva.
Oké. Geef jij je toestel dan aan?
Oh, jij gaat maar vast.
Ja.
Great.
Maybe both. Is it okay?
Yeah, sure.
Haven't found one with it. I think first two out there.
It was another Buddha. It would have been easier. That picture would have been easier. Waar gaan ze weg? Dan lopen ze weg.